Hey everybody, we're back here on a 90 GT, and yeah, we're going to do some upgrades to the gauge cluster here. I have a new lens for this, a new clear lens, which is nice, but we're also doing the LMR LED bulb upgrade. How about if we go like this? There we go. And it's the kit. It basically gives you 10 of these white LED bulbs. Gives you 2 green, 1 blue, 3 reds. I already have a white one opened up here. And then it gives you this, which I don't know what these are for. I don't know. I'll have to read the instructions, I guess. So this is pretty much it. This is the kit I bought online. A little pricey for this. Let's see if I can fix this. Yeah. And this is what they have for instructions. Pretty much that's it right there, nothing else. So basically it says we have 10 white bulbs for the speedometer and tachometer. 3 red bulbs for belts, brakes, and battery, which I'm not going to change the battery one. 2 white bulbs for the HVAC system that's still in the car. We got 2 green bulbs for the turn signals and 1 blue for the high beam. So yeah, this is where we're at right here. Let me get this situated and we'll go from there. So hold on. All right, we're back. Here goes, let's see. Let's take a look at the bulbs I said. Here go this. These are the 10 white bulbs. Let's see if we can read anything on here. So that's the white bulbs. Let's take a look at the green. There we go. That's it. Then we have blue. Man, I just can't get a good, there we go. Same thing. Okay, and then we have the reds. There we go. So hopefully that information helps somebody to know what type of bulb to get. And yeah, so let's get set up over here. We got to change, we're going to start with these. So far, all I was able to find for the illumination bulbs, they gave me 10. The cluster for white bulbs here only has 6 here and 2 for the HVAC, which is 8. So there's 2 extra I'm not sure about. I'll have to figure that one out. The reds I got covered. The greens are for the signals over there, and the blue is for the high beam right here. Now, on the back of this thing here, one side's positive, one side's ground, from what I understand. So every bulb we put in, we're going to have a 50% chance of getting it right. We're going to have to plug it in, turn it on, and see what bulbs aren't working. The reason why this was out, I did use one of my batteries up there, my Milwaukee batteries. And I hooked up 2 prongs to it for a 12-volt power source, and I was lighting up this bulb here. But I couldn't figure out which side's ground and which side is positive on here. So I could check this all I want, but I don't think it's really going to make a difference because I honestly don't know what side on this board is going to be ground. I don't know. I could go look it up and, I gave it about 5 minutes of looking it up to figure out which side's ground, which side's positive. I can't find nothing. It's easier just plug it in, see which ones work, which don't, and then we'll swap them around like that. So yeah, let's give it a try. Hold on. All right, we're back. I have the 6 illumination bulbs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And how you could tell that is, if you look right here, it says it. Like up over here, let's see, something that's easy to read. Like it says airbag there. Low coolant down here. Hard to get this to show up on camera. Yeah, so they're all different. Turn signal there. So that's how you know where each bulb goes, besides flipping it around and taking a look at it. All right, let's change a bulb. So we got to take this thing out here. Now I got to pull that bulb out of there and stuff that one in there. And yeah, let's see what happens. So hold on one second. Yeah, there it is. Bulb just pulled right out. This one's just going to get stuffed right in here like this. I don't want to break it, but pretty much just like that, and it goes right back in. So let me get all these illumination lights done, and then, yeah, we'll take a look at the rest. So hold on. All right, I'm back. So we got all the lights done. I hooked up the little Milwaukee battery right here, just to try it out, show you guys. I wish I knew I could figure out which side was ground on these. And you just go like this. And there we go. So now I know which side's ground on the bulb. But I don't know how to check this. So anyone knows how to do that, put a message in the comments. That'll be great. This would have been one-shot deal. Just throw it in and everything should work. Anyways, let me get the signals done, and we'll do the blue, blah, blah, blah. Same thing as always. Just turn it, pull the bulb out, slips right in, right back in. Same exact routine. So I'll be back when I'm done. All right, we're back. Here goes our pile of bulbs. This is what I got left over. Well, these two go inside the car on the HVAC. These I'm saving. All right, let's take a look at why I'm not using these. Okay, what do we got here? Airbag. That's this one. Most of my airbags equipment's already taken out of the car, so it doesn't make a difference. The bulb's already blackened out. Check engine. I'm putting a Holly system in here. I already have the Holly system. It's going to go in within the next month or so, whenever I got enough time. Next is low oil. I'm not using that because that sensor's disconnected from my pan, and the other motor I got putting in there is going to be using an aftermarket pan, so I don't need that. What's this one? Low coolant. Now, my low coolant is just that connector is disconnected on the actual overflow bottle, and I'm using that to power my fans, my electric fans on the radiator. So I don't need any of them. Then the last one, the most important one, why I left it out, is the, what is this thing for? The battery light right here. And the reason why I'm not changing the battery light over to an LED, I'm pretty sure this applies to a Fox body, but I know it does with 100% on a SN95, a 94 or 95 Mustang. If you remove this battery light, your car won't charge. You'll keep thinking you have an alternator problem, a cable problem, some kind of problem somewhere while your car's not charging. And the whole time it's because you don't have the bulb in there. So I'm leaving the regular bulb in here, one of these. And yeah, we're not even going to touch this one. I'm pretty sure this would work the same on this car. So if you ever had a car and you can't figure out why your freaking car isn't charging, but you don't have a battery light on, most likely this is blown. That'll get a lot of people, that one right there. After spending hundreds of dollars swapping all your parts, then there's nothing left, and you'll talk to somebody somewhere sometime, and they'll say, oh yeah, change your bulb in your, check your bulb in your gauge cluster. So we're not even messing with that. LED, you know how these things cause a lot of problems, electrical issues and stuff like that. If you put them in tail lights, headlights, or parking lights, whatever you want to call them. That's why I never did that. We're going to give this a try. I'm going to have these bulbs saved, or I'll just buy new ones, whatever. And we're going to see how this goes. So that's why I didn't use those particular bulbs sitting right over there. So yeah, let me go plug my battery in, and then we're going to plug these in. I'm not sure which. I'm pretty much probably both sides got to get plugged in. I don't know. And let's see what it looks like. So hold on. All right, for a first try, we're in here. That one has to be switched. and that one has, oops, and this one has to be switched here, here. Let's try hazards. Okay, so yeah, just 2 bulbs we got wrong here. Not bad, not bad at all. So let me swap these out. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, so I just pulled this one out up here. You can see how that one's all crooked. I don't think that one was manufactured right, so I just took out another one right here. We'll try that and that one, and I'm going to take a look at the other one, so hold on. All right, let's give it a go here. Where is it? Which one is it? Oh, that's the fog lights. There we go. Bingo, we're in. Yeah, that's way, 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 way brighter. Where are my keys? All right, nice. Okay, we're good. Let's do the... Check the switches. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, these are way, way, way brighter. Way brighter. Definitely worth doing all day long. All right, next, we gotta take this back out again, and we're gonna change this clear plastic thing on it. Plastic lens, I guess we're called. So let me shut this off. So let's pull this thing out again. Hey, look at that! Don't that look nice? Pretty good. All right, before we get over to changing the lens on the gauge cluster, I forgot I got to do these. There's 2 bulbs in here. Pretty sure it's one's here, one's here. And we're going to use a, I don't know what it is. T something Torx. If we can focus. There we go. Yeah, T20. So let's take this off. So that's pretty much it. So let me take these off. And yeah, we'll take a look at it behind here, see what it looks like. All right, so we got this loose. Just pulls forward. I'm not going to be able to do this one on camera. But we got one right here. And then there's one right underneath this. Well, I was hoping... I can get my fingers underneath to get that one. So let me go change these bulbs and let's take a look and see what it looks like. Hold on. All right, we got the bulbs in. Oops. Yep. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right. Job done. Okay, cool. All right, let's go change that lens now. All right, we're back. Here goes the lens. I have a 90, so 90 to 93 is one lens, and 87, 88, 89 are a different lens. I guess tilt steering wheel. Anyways, I don't know what size Torx this is, but there's basically just a few bolts. 1, 2, 3, 5. Hopefully this slides right over this that reset thing there, and we'll see how it goes. So I'll be back. All right, so there we go. We got her in there. Very nice. 1, 2, 3. Slips right over this. No issues. So yeah, we're just about done with this project. I just want to spin this around. One thing that I wanted to mention, I forgot to mention before, when I was, those 2 bulbs that were out, one over here and one up on top, the socket actually looked bad. One of these, with the bulbs go into. So I took one out of the ones I'm not using over here, and I just took the one out here that was wasn't working. Took this one out, put the LED in it, put it over there, and then I put the bulb back and I put it in this one, and that's when that upper light started working. So I'm going to recommend, if you go to do this job, buy a few of these too with the order. Get a few just in case 1 or 2 of yours are broken. I'm lucky in the case where I'm not using these lights, especially with the Holley Terminator X system, so it doesn't matter to me. I just figured I'd throw that in on there. And if one of you's ever had a problem with a gas gauge, I had to replace this before. This actually is part of your fuel gauge right here. This little card right here just pulls right out. and you would put another. I went to a junkyard, got one out of a cluster. Well, it's called Connecticut Mustang over here in Connecticut, in Stratford, Connecticut. And they sell just Mustang, used old Mustang parts. It's a Mustang junkyard. And I just got, he gave me 3 or 4 of them until I found, and let me take them home. I just kept plugging them in until they worked. And then I found one that worked, and my fuel gauge started working again. After I already put a new fuel sending unit in and, you know, traced all the wires and everything. So just for someone that doesn't know, that could be, this is something for your gas gauge. Anyways, this is all done. I believe we're going to end the video here. Why not? And yeah, so pretty much straightforward job, easy enough to do. And yeah, good luck to anyone that does it. See you later. Bye-bye.